Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Miguron, something kind of heavy on the bigger side. I can't wait to find out what it is. Thanks to Miguron for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Whatever this is, I will link it down in the description. It's almost certainly available right now. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to I already said that. So let's find out what we've got in here. It's been just a bit. I suppose I have received a few things from AM8, but this is definitely going to be a premium Miguron. I can tell by the packaging. The other boxes, of course, are a little bit more flimsy. Here's how we do this. Companies always complain about boxes. The little tab, and you just pull. That's the way to do this. That way you don't drop anything. Oh, now hold on now. What do we have here? Oh, this is exciting. So, instead of going bigger, they actually made this knife slightly, actually quite a bit, more practical. We have a reasonable sized Geddon. Not a massive I thought for sure the next one they did would actually be like so comically oversized, you know, that there would be no reason to carry it, right? But what we've done here is made a reasonable carry-sized Geddon. My guess is because the, the massively oversized one is still, like, it's an expensive knife, but like comparatively, if you compare it to other, overbuilt knives that are made out of premium materials or the same materials, because this is also DLC. It's a reasonably priced knife in that territory. I'm going to guess this one will be as well. We still have M390. We still have the same cool diamond texturing. We have a beautiful actual satin DLC on the blade here, so very cool. Still compound ground, and I'm going to guess the blade stock thickness isn't quite as insane, though it is still very much, what are they calling this? I mean, it's still very thick, for sure. They're calling this the M vein? We'll have to look up what it's actually called, but we're not doing a review today. We're just doing the unboxing. So your blade stock thickness is still about a 1/4 inch. Let's get out the original and compare it. I think I've actually got this right here, ready to go in the overbuilt case. We have, here's one, yeah, not the DLC Geddon, but the standard full-size Geddon. So, if you've ever looked at this knife on my channel and thought, it's cool, but it's too big, we now have a reasonably sized version of it. You know what's crazy? So, they have reduced the blade stock down, like you can see here how much, it's a way thinner blade. This is now only as thick as the Medford Praetorian tie. The big one, the thick one. That's the one that got famous for being so ridiculously thick. That is now what they've reduced this to. Look how, like, if it gives you an idea of how thick the full-size Geddon is, it's insane, right? And no, still nowhere near the thickest production knives that we have in this market. But yeah, like this version of the knife, while still definitely bulky and huge, is actually a version that I would be obviously way more likely to carry and use. And while, Miguron does a good edge, this is a hollow ground compound blade that's ridiculously thick, right? But it'll still slice. Not incredible, but it'll still slice. Let's see if this one feels a little better. Actually, quite a bit. Like, still thick. Sorry, I caught that bad. Still thick, but these are much cleaner slices. Way cleaner. So here's the problem, though. Cutting paper, as people like to point out, cutting paper doesn't really prove much outside of how sharp the factory edge is and how it feels, right? I mean, on something like paper. The issue for anybody, wanting to venture into this fun, kind of overbuilt, for no reason, premium production knife market, the issue with using stuff like this every single day and making it your dedicated cutting tool is, yeah, it's fun, it's satisfying. You get that sense of, you hold it. The problem is when you go to cut something that creates additional drag or is thicker, like the material itself, So when you go to cut stuff like styrofoam or rubber or a thick cardboard box, you will notice the drawback immediately, especially if you have to cut for long periods of time. I know it sounds like I'm dissuading people, but as a reviewer, believe it or not, my job here is not to sell you on every single product that comes across my table. My job is to weigh out the pros and cons and compare apples to apples, the product and who it's going to benefit and whether or not it would actually be beneficial for the average person or, smaller groups. But to be honest, this is something that you should consider. If you find yourself in situations regularly where you are having to cut over and over and over and over again, then a thick geometry, even if it is really, really sharp, is usually going to work against you. Typically, I EDC knives like the Spyderco Sage 6 here because of the thin blade geometry and just the general compact nature. But admittedly, it's nowhere near as cool as something like this. As somebody who likes overbuilt knives, if you don't like overbuilt knives, then this is an easy, decision to make. But I think the Geddon works really, really well in this size. And it makes sense that they would do that because we started with an Arma at 1/4 inch, and then they made the Arma XL. And then we had the Geddon, which was just gigantic. That was its origin story, is it was just absolutely gigantic. So it makes sense that they would create a smaller one. So let's go ahead and measure this real quick and just do some quick specs. I'm hoping that, that they have a reasonable price tag on this. I'm sure that they will. Overall length here is 8 1/4 inches. Blade length is actually about 3.75. And your cutting edge is just shy of 3.5. Pretty good. How's the balance on it? Right behind the pivot because of the, excessive blade thickness. Let's weigh it, and we'll do both. Both will have internal milling here. I think you can still get the big one too, because lots of people, a lot of people seeing this knife for the first time are like, oh my gosh, where do you get it? 11 ounces. Now, I'm guessing this still weighs at least 8. No, okay. I mean, it's heavy. Listen, 7.6 ounces is heavy for a pocket knife, but it is light. That's a significant weight reduction to the big brother. 11.2, and we're not talking about a mini knife. This is 8 1/4 inches. This is over full size. 7.6, 7.7 ounces for somebody wanting a functional overbuilt knife. And I'm saying overbuilt. I'm not saying it's stronger, it's more durable than the Triad block. That's what a lot of people hear. When I say overbuilt, I mean it in the most generic sense. Really thick blade stock, big bulky crate, for no reason other than it's just big and thick, right? If you like stuff like this, but you still want to carry it, this is probably the most reasonable premium option for the money. And I can guess that without having seen the price tag, because Miguron doesn't ever overprice anything. They have expensive knives. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's overpriced. We have to compare, again, apples to apples. So, if you're comparing against other premium Chinese-made overbuilt knives utilizing steels like M390, a DLC finish in this case, and contoured textured titanium, very specifically those parameters, Miguron is probably still going to have the lowest price on the market at 1/4 inch blade stock or more. It sounds hyper specific, but after doing 5,000 uploads covering any pocket knife that you could possibly imagine, it's actually there's actually quite a bit to compare to out here. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this. I'll do a full review on it. I'm actually really excited to EDC this one and experience it. And give you guys my thoughts. But for now, I'll just link it down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. That's going to be it from me today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.